we were in a situation where they closed and we needed to find a new home. And for those of you looking at this for the first time, this may be your first introduction to LifeVantage, or maybe you've been in another company or two and you're just, looking to see if you can just find the right one. I'm going to tell you, you found it. Okay, you have found the right one, and whoever did their job did it well in getting you on here, and you should give them a kiss or a hug. Okay, just a thank you, because you're an entrepreneur at heart and you're looking. Okay, and we're talking to you now post-pandemic. Okay, but the world changed over the last couple of years, and now we're going into the holiday season, and I'm telling you, this is what you're looking for. Okay, this is the business you're looking for. There isn't a person in the world that wouldn't like to be able to work from home. There's 79 million people are projected to start a home-based business in the next 5 years. So there's a high likelihood that you're in that group, okay? And what I'm going to share with you tonight, and you'll hear as I go through the presentation, of why April and I picked this company. See, being in the industry, we were approached by a lot of companies, okay? And we had a lot of different opportunities. And as I go through this with you, I want you to understand, we had 25 years in the industry with one company. We had multiple offers, but LifeVantage was by far the only choice. It was the perfect fit. And I'm going to go into why that is now and tell you the story, both on the product and on the company. So Frank, I'm going to share the slides, okay, and get this show on the road.
Sounds good, amigo.
We good? Cool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share this with you now. And obviously, the company that we're talking about tonight is LifeVantage. And, in LifeVantage, there's a business opportunity. And I just want to be very frank with you and understand, obviously, distributor earnings in this company are based on a distributor's effort and work effort and marketing, market conditions that they put into it, okay? But I can share this with you. If you put the energy and effort into it, you will be pleased with the results that come out of it. Now, what I want to share with you is what we in LifeVantage refer to as flipping the switch. We want you to be able to feel better and do more, okay, in your life, okay? And that's what this is all about. And some of the things that are going on a daily basis, okay, and we refer to it as, our bodies are being hijacked on a daily basis. So what do I mean by that? Well, our food and water, we're dealing with heavy metals, minerals, pesticides, a poor diet. On a personal basis, relationships, we're dealing with stress, poor sleep, inactivity, we're overworked. There could be alcohol, smoking, drugs, various things on a personal note. Environmentally, we're dealing with pollution, sun damage, household cleaners, beauty products, mold, and even technology now, overstimulation, EMFs, blue lights, mood. Our bodies are being hijacked, okay, everywhere we turn. Now, what does that feel like? Okay, I mean, think about that for a second. I say our bodies are being hijacked. Well, let me ask you something. If somebody hijacked your plane, what would that feel like? If somebody hijacked your computer, hacked it, what would that feel like? See, but our bodies, it works like this, okay? We end up with a decreased immune system. We call it brain fog sometimes, sluggishness. We get in a bad mood. We have a lack of motivation. We deal with increased stress, and the big one, fatigue. We just don't seem to have the energy to do things like we did in the past. So here's what's really happening in our bodies when that light, that light in our body starts dimming, okay? Here's what's going on. There's a buildup of oxidative stress. There's a decline in our mitochondrial health. There's a decline in our sirtuin activity. And I'm going to explain that to you. And there's more things than that. Okay. There's a lot of different things that are going on, but a lot of people didn't know and didn't realize science had already discovered that our genes, you, me, our families, our genes contain incredible abilities to keep our bodies healthy. Okay, we have a built-in system to keep our bodies healthy. So let me ask you a question. If you could leverage, and think of the word leverage, okay? If you could leverage those genes with the flip of a switch, would you? Okay, would you flip that switch? To me, how could you ever say anything but yes on that? Okay, watch this apple carefully. Okay, it's going to be back on the table there. Watch it carefully. Do you see what happened? Somebody took a bite out of it. It was nice and bright. The skin was nice and tight. And then it turned brown and the skin got all loose on the edges. You see that? Well, see, oxidative stress damages the integrity of our cells in our body, similar to what happened to that apple, okay? See, our body's natural defense producing antioxidants maintains the health of that cell, okay? We need that for that cell to stay healthy, but unfortunately, the body's production of antioxidants slows down over time. In other words, as we age, it slows down. It doesn't work as efficiently as it did when we were younger. So that brings us to this, okay? If we could flip a switch, okay, and lower our oxidative stress by an average of 40% in just 30 days, would you flip the switch? Do you know our product Protandim NRF2 synthesizer does exactly that by an average of 40% in 30 days, and even bigger percentages in 60, 90, and 120 days of continued use? Think about that for a second. What if you could reverse that apple? See that? What if you could reverse that? That is exactly what we do with our cells in our body when we add Protandim NRF2 synthesizer to our body. We lower the oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. See, when I saw that for the first time, I'm like, man, that's the company we need to be with. Nobody's got anything like that. Because see, now we're talking about something called activation, and it's the next science after supplementation. Okay, it's an advanced form, and most people have never heard of it. It's so exciting that Washington State University said this. Okay, this is not Bob Wagner's opinion. This is what Washington State University had to say, that NRF2, that's the pathway, okay, that we talked about, is likely to be the most important health promoting approach in the foreseeable future. As a matter of fact, NRF2 may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health. What does that mean? I mean, think about that. All the medical breakthroughs that have happened in our lifetime, all of them. And this is what they're saying about NRF2. That is exciting, folks. I mean, very, very exciting. So look at this. I always like graphics because they really clarify the picture, okay? If you look at where that red line begins, we're in our teens, okay? We maximize our antioxidant production when you and I were in our teens. And as we become 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years old and look at 80, it just declines, 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 and then flatlines completely, okay? That is what happens under normal conditions. This is what happens when you add Protandim NRF2 synthesizer to your daily routine. Yeah, it flatlines, it stays steady. The same antioxidant production that you and I were experiencing when we were 18, 20, 22 years old is still going on when we're 40, 60, and 80 years old. Now, if that doesn't excite you, I don't know what will, okay? But we have even more than that, okay? You do not need to take my word for this. You don't need to take the company's word for this. How about Harvard University, okay? Look at the studies that are on PubMed, Colorado State University, Anti-Aging University, the Journal of Dietary Supplements, Ohio State, okay? All of these studies are on PubMed and make reference to NRF2 and or Protandim itself, okay? It's amazing that you can find this information on a nutritional supplement or activator called Protandim NRF2 on pubmed.gov, okay? Just absolutely outstanding. But next, there's a second step here, okay? We began to look at the switches for mitochondrial health, okay, and sirtuin activity, two other pathways in our body besides NRF2. So mitochondrial decline, look at what happened. The battery lost its power. Well, do you know the body's natural defense? The body is constantly fixing or removing damaged mitochondria and producing new mitochondria, okay? But it declines and reduces the power in the cell, okay, as we age. See, it's unfortunate. The body's production of mitochondria slows down over time. The same way oxidative stress increased over time, this decreases over time. So let me ask you something. We're coming into holiday season. We're all putting up lights and trees and decorations. Do last year's batteries still work? What if you happen to leave the battery in from last year? You got a mess to clean up, don't you? Probably leaked and all kinds of stuff. See, batteries lose power and need to be recharged, okay? And what we are doing is flipping the switch for the NRF1 pathway, okay? It's a different pathway, and we call that our Protandim NRF1 synthesizer, and here's what it does. It increases the production of NRF1 genes by nearly 70%. So think about this 1-2 punch here, okay? We're reducing oxidative stress with NRF2, and we are recharging the batteries by increasing the NRF1 genes by nearly 70%. See, the battery's been recharged. How awesome is that, okay? Now we get to sirtuins, okay? And I don't know if you're like me, but I had never heard of sirtuins or the sirtuin pathway or NAD pathway. That was news to me, okay? But here's what sirtuin decline means. We are reducing the ability to de-gunk the cell. Now, I'm going to date myself a little bit here, but when I got my first car in the 70s, it was not a new car. It was an old car, okay? My dad was a policeman. My wife's dad was a mechanic. We grew up in a blue-collar family. We did not get new cars in high school. And when we changed the oil, a lot of times we had to de-gunk the engine. We had to put in, you know, some fluid to de-gunk and stop everything from sticking together, okay? Well, that is exactly what goes on in our cells, okay? When we talk about sirtuin decline. Okay, the body's natural solution, the body is constantly activating sirtuins and producing additional sirtuins that de-gunk the cell in our body. But here's the unfortunate part. The body's production of sirtuins and sirtuin activity, it slows down over time or slows down as we age. Okay, that's exactly what's going on. Now, what if we flip that switch? It's called the NAD pathway, and that's our Protandim NAD synthesizer, okay? When we flip that switch, we increase, now listen to this, okay? We increase sirtuin activity in our body by 100% in just 24 hours. Immediate results. What I love about this product is, man, when you use it, you can feel it. And I love that about nutritional products, because people often are wondering, is it doing anything for me? Well, when you use this, you know it's doing something for you, okay? You can feel it and you feel great on it. So here's what happens. It takes the gunk out of the cell and allows everything to run smoothly again. That's what it's doing, okay? So can you imagine, think about this for a second. What happens when you flip all three switches at the same time? Okay, what do you think happens? Okay, you de-gunk the motor, you recharge the battery, and you get rid of all the rust called oxidative stress. Man, you feel like a champion. Okay, that's what happens. And we're dealing with patents here. We're dealing with exclusivity here. We're dealing with something nobody in the world has other than LifeVantage. And it's the best kept secret in the world, which leads us into a business opportunity that goes with it, okay? But look at what happens when you use the three products together versus individually, okay? The dark gray category, the dark gray, is when you use the product by itself, and the blue is when you use it together. Can you look at that NRF2 synthesizer? You can increase the benefit by 838%, by 118% with NRF1, by 226% with NAD, by using them together. And this happens to be a patent pending combination also. It's amazing what this product does when you use the three of them together. And, you know, if you're ready to flip the switch, here's the benefits that you can expect. You can expect to support positive mood and motivation. It supports healthy longevity. It improves mental focus and concentration. Who can't use that? It helps with mental and physical energy, healthy inflammatory response, healthy vascular system. All of these things happen and can happen and are supported when you flip the switch, okay? And this is what it looks like. The Protandem Tri-Synergizer, you can get it in bottle form or packet form, okay? The packets I like because you can take them with you. You don't have to carry bottles with you, but I want you to think about this. You know, for the last couple of years, we've been, you know, going into and now coming out of the whole pandemic, but think about this for 1 second, okay? The shipping is free on it. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee, and it costs less than $5 a day. So do you realize everything that I just spoke to you about for about 15 minutes, you can have all of those benefits for less than what it costs to get a latte or a coffee at Starbucks. All of those benefits for less than a Starbucks coffee. See, to me, that is a mind-boggling combination and something to very, very seriously give some thought to. Now, we have taken this same science, the NRF2 pathway, and expanded our product line into our vitality stack, our Axio. Man, if you like to have some energy and you like to work out, or you got to work in front of a computer or have any exercise, you know, you want to do, you got to drink Axio. It is an amazing, amazing product. Probiotics, we have omegas, we have a weight loss system. We've taken that NRF2 technology and applied to skincare and hair care and our furry friends. Can you imagine? You know, dogs age 7 times faster than you and I do, okay? And we have a product with the NRF2 in it for our furry friends. We have an amazing product line, which leads us to the story of the company. And I'm going to take the last few minutes to explain that to you. Okay, stories are always better when you share them. If you don't tell a story, nobody knows, right? So let me tell you the story of LifeVantage. Okay, we're 11 years old, okay, going on 12 years old. We're headquartered in Utah, okay? We're in Lehi, Utah. We're publicly traded on the NASDAQ stock exchange under LFVN. Get this, in this environment, okay, we're doing in and around $250 million in sales annually. Do you know we are a debt-free company? Debt-free, with lots of cash in the bank, okay? And we are governed by a board of former executives that were with Coca-Cola, Airbnb, Amazon, SC Johnson, and more, okay? So we have some amazing brains on our board of directors, you know, just guiding this company. And it's amazing the way we have come out of this pandemic and how bright the future looks for this company. But look at the trends, okay? And I'm going to say something in a second, but these trends run through 2018. So these are pre-pandemic numbers, okay? Never in the history have more people been concerned about their health, and there's been over a 60% increase in wellness sales in the last 8 years, okay? But look at what we got to offer as a company. This is our product line, okay? You know, we're going into the holiday season and then we're going to come on New Year's. You think weight loss is a business to be in, or the energy drink business, or the pet care industry, hair care, skin care? There's never been more attention being paid to anti-aging, okay? We have over a $600 billion market, according to market research, that we are targeting to do business in as a company moving forward. Now, in 2017, the cosmetic industry represented 32% of those sales, and the wellness industry represented 26%. In a one-year period, look at what happened. Now, here's what I want to bring to your attention. They flipped, okay? Cosmetics went way down, wellness went way up. What do you think? Okay, and we don't have the stats on this yet because, you know, a lot of things have been kind of shut down for almost 2 years. What do you think the wellness sales look like for the last 2 years? See, it's going through the roof. What an industry to be in. What an amazing industry to be in. Your timing could not be better, okay? And we have what we refer to, okay, as a perfect business model. It's what everybody is looking for. Everybody started to go back to work. Companies realized, wow, we got just as much or more production allowing people to work from home than we did in their corporate buildings. Everybody is looking for a way to work from home or wherever you might be. Okay, whatever you might be doing. See, we have a virtual office. We have minimal business assets. We have no inventory requirements. It doesn't cost a lot to get involved. We do this business through social sharing. And we have our own personal online store. We have the opportunity to get paid daily, and we have the opportunity to travel. And all of these are at your choosing. Okay, it's the business model of 2021, 22, and moving forward. It's the new world, folks. And we have the answer that everybody is looking for. Now, here's what I love. I get to talk to you a little bit about money. I like money. I got involved in this industry 30 years ago because my picture frame and art galleries were going bankrupt. So I'm going to point out 3 numbers to you, and I want you to be honest with yourself, okay? 3 numbers, and see if those numbers would apply to you and or anybody you know that could be helped by them, okay? So let's take this first. Now, here's what I want to say about our average earnings, annual earnings disclosure. This is not in any way my opinion. You can go to our corporate website. We have to submit quarterly reports to the Securities and Exchange Commission. These are verified accounting numbers, okay? These are real numbers, so there's no opinion here. If you look at our Pro 3 rank, that is somebody that's doing $5,000 a month as a team in business. The average earnings on that is between $600 and $700, okay? How many people do you know, including yourself, that would have appreciated an extra $600 or $700 a month? Okay, that's monthly, okay, over the last 1.5 years, 2 years during this pandemic. I can think of tons. tons and tons of people, okay? Even with all the free stuff that was given out to help, I could still think of tons of people that would appreciate having that. Do you know that that Tri-Synergizer, that's only about 50 people ordering it? That's all that is. 5,000 is about 50 people ordering that. And you could have a continuing income month after month on those 5,000 points, okay, of 600 to 700 a month. What about this? What about our Pro 5, okay? Now we're talking 3,000 plus a month, 3, 4, whatever, okay? 3,000 plus a month. Now you're looking at 35, 40,000 a year. Well, do you know in most cases, if there's a 2-income house, where both spouses are going to work, do you know in most cases that would allow one to stay home? And if they wanted to homeschool kids, it would allow for that to happen. Do you realize that that's just about 200 of those Tri-Synergizers going out monthly? That's, say, 4 Pro 3s, like you and 3 others accumulating a team of 50 customers. That's what that is. Okay, look at this next one. Our Elite Pro 7s. That's an income of 13,000 plus a month as an average. That's somebody that's got about 1,000 customers ordering a Tri-Synergizer. But think about this for a second. That's just 20 people with 50 customers. That's just 10 teammates with 100 customers. See, I'm not saying you have, I'm saying you get paid on, okay, by helping others build a business within your business. Okay, that's all this is. And what Frank was describing for April and myself when we got involved in the business, okay, we're right down here with the next number, okay, where there's 200,000 in business going on, or 200,000 points, okay? And I'm telling you, it's very, very exciting when you look. And this number here, and I know it's in black for a reason, okay? Those are our Master Pro 10s in the business. The reason that April and I chose this company is because there were already, okay, over a dozen people earning that amount of money. And we said, if there's already a dozen doing it, and we commit to building the business over a period of years, then we'll be one of them. So we are very excited about the earning potential that this business has. Now, all you need to do is decide to join us. And we have a start kit that's just $50. We have a premium pack that is phenomenal, okay? I mean, an amazing deal. You save about 35%. It's just $299, and you're getting 460 worth of products and materials. But the best choice, the choice that I made, the choice that I advise, is to get an Elite pack where you're getting about double the value. It's a 48% savings, and you're getting a whole selection of products. As a matter of fact, the products, not only do you get them all, you get multiples of our most popular, like the Pro Tandem NRF2, synthesizer that I spoke about. And it comes in a display box that if you want to do a presentation at home or somewhere, it's a built-in display. So it's an amazing product. It's an amazing value. It's an amazing business. But here's the real question, okay? And I'm going to close up in a couple minutes with this. The question you should be asking yourself right now is, can I do this? Okay. It's probably going through your mind, and I want to share this with you. You're already doing this in some way, shape, or form in your life, but just not currently getting paid for it. Okay. See, there's global customer support in this business. We have our own easy to follow ITT system. Okay. Where we show you how to use one of our tools, and we get a teammate involved so you get trained and they help you in the beginning when you're learning how to do it. We have all regular meetings and trainings like tonight, okay? We have a regular Tuesday night opportunity. It was my opportunity to share this with you tonight. Every week, there's another leader in the company presenting, okay? There's corporate events and training, incentives and perks. There's a whole private community of LifeVantage supporters out there. Now, here's what's cool, okay? This is a picture of our former building. We have a brand new building right now, but look at some of the accolades that go with this company. You know, we're one of the best places to work 3 years in a row, okay? We've added to our European footprint by opening Ireland. That was 2 years ago. Okay, Erin Brockovich joined our board 2 years ago, and yes, the Erin Brockovich, okay? We won the Stevie Award, multiple Stevie Awards for our product line. We were added to the Russell 3000 Index back about 2 years ago, okay? We opened up New Zealand for business, okay? We had a record month in 2020 when we offered free shipping. We had our best quarter ever. Okay, we rang the bell on the NASDAQ. I mean, on and on and on. Okay, we are a main sponsor for Real Salt Lake City soccer team. Okay, but we are now in 23 markets, and get this. Remember, we're post-pandemic now. Okay. We even opened another brand new country just this month called the Philippines, and had a record opening in the first month, okay? So we are moving forward. This company is on the move, okay? And one of the things we are most proud of as a company is we are a giving back company. We are a legacy company, and we help out all over the world with giving back, including recently in Louisiana, where some of our friends and colleagues were devastated by an awful, awful hurricane. And I know the Kentucky thing just happened with tornadoes, but it would not surprise me that we have our hands in there very shortly. So where do you go from here? Okay, there's three things, folks. You either need more information, you're ready to become a customer, which I hope you are. These are amazing products. I'm 61 years old. My wife is also 61 years old. She looks like she's 35, but I'm telling you, these products have us feeling like we were in our 20s and 30s, that it just rolled back the clock. But maybe you're ready to become a customer, or you're ready to join the team. And all you got to do is get back to the person who shared this with you, say, thank you, I love you, I appreciate you sharing this with me. And, you know, they'll help you get started and help get you enrolled in the business. It's really that simple. And with that, I want to bring my friend Frank back and close things out. So Frank, would you come back? I'm going to stop the share here, and so we can go back to full screen.
Awesome. Great information, Bob. That was fantastic. Very easy to follow, a lot of detail, gave a lot of that direction on what folks are concerned about. So as he stated, my friends, get back with that person who brought you to this meeting. You know, feel free to do your own research. PubMed.gov was one of those resources. Go to LifeVantage.com, see our vision, see our story that's listed there as well, along with those products that you can review. Very transparent. We want to ensure that you are feeling comfortable with either becoming a customer or becoming that distributor, but the opportunity is there. The opportunity is now. And with starting this new year, we want to make sure that we're laying something out that people can really get started this new year with something brand new, and just having the opportunity to expand their lives and feel healthy again. And that's what this is all about. So thank you so much again, Bob. Fantastic job, amigo. Really appreciate you. Everybody have a great evening. Thank you for your time. Take care, everybody. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.